Take a look at the 76ers. What a huge game tonight for this team. Down 3-2. They have to win at home to extend this series.
And I'll tell you what, B.A., these fans know that. Get the sense they are extra rowdy. They understand what their team needs.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. White against Maxey. Here's George. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Getting it done inside. You know, I love seeing George be active on the interior.
Here's Brown. Joel Embiid with the board.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Here's George. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
Boston on D. Embiid from outside. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Tatum from long range. Embiid with a steal. Oubre on the wing. Defended by Hauser. Offensive rebound. Tatum against George. Tatum can't hit.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Brown scanning the floor. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. White, good.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Back to you, VA.
Thank you for that, Allie.
And when you watch VJ Edgecombe play, the word explosive comes to mind. A tremendous athlete with an exciting future.
Now here's Tatum. Switch over George. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Maxey. Boston pulls it in. Outside Tatum. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
White against Maxey. Lets the 3 fly. Kata pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
On the wing, Tatum. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there's the screen. Shoots. Tatum. It's good on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. George outside. Here's Embiid. Philadelphia with another miss. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 so far. White, the pass to Kata. Tatum against George. 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. Tatum with another miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And here's Maxey outside. The offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You're usually not a huge presence on the offensive glass, but George attacks this time.
And here's Brown for three. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got his fourth rebound in this one. A three from Edgecombe. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got his sixth rebound on the night. Left side Tatum. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on White.
Timeout. And what a slash by Maxey. I mean, so good at forcing the defense's hand.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So Boston ends up going with a new group.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw's good from Maxey.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Both shots good from the strike.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Walsh. Up top, Pritchard. Maxey covering. From the top of the key. Pritchard, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Down low. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, just quick and crafty. Maxey really makes it tough on the defenders.
That free throw's good for Maxey. And so he hits both. Celtics trail by 6. And stolen by Edwards. From deep. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pritchard against Maxey. Right side Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gonzalez. A sensational block. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Embiid comes in for Drummond. And it's Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey. The Sixers lead by 6. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lowry. Boston pulls it in. Pritchard surviving the D. Sinks it from distance.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Lowry against Pritchard. The Sixers with another miss. To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen away. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Sixers on top. They lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This game 6 getting started. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible. wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got Peyton Pritchard. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Walsh in at the four-man position. Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. Edwards pulls it in.
When we talk about the importance of protecting the rim, right there, outstanding defense.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Terry's checked in for Philadelphia. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Brown. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Walsh. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
There's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
And here's Embiid, covered by Vucevic. Shot blocked. And they'll keep possession. Barlow with a bucket. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Outside Pritchard. Pure from three-point range. Pritchard's got 6 points.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Vucevic against Embiid. Back to Grimes. The three. Knocks down the long J.
They hit a low percentage of their shots in the first quarter. They just came out flat. But give them credit. They've ramped it up, and they're winning this game.
Now here's Pritchard. He's got 6. Outside, Brown. Inside. Here's Vucevic. That shot missing. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. Here's Terry. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Brown. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Paul George, he's checked in for Barlow. Oubre comes in for Edwards. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Terry. And it's Maxey in for Grimes. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cada's checked in for Vucevic. Tatum comes in for Walsh. Hauser, he's checked in for Shireman. And it's White in for Pritchard. Now here's Embiid. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Over White. Embiid misses.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing it. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
George, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Tatum with it. Shoots over George. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
Now here's Maxey. Shoots from the line. The Sixers with another miss. Tatum looking it over. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, from the moment he entered the league, Tatum's shown so many different moves. A polished offensive force.
At the line for two.
And that one falls for Tatum. And Philadelphia making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass. Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kinds of looks.
Outside White. Back to Brown. Tatum against George. Lets it fly. Boston, no good that time either. And Maxi's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Hauser outside. Pass to Keita. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything together.
Here's George. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 8. And here's Tatum. He's got 5. Rejected by George. Fires away from way outside. And so it's Philadelphia up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, everybody, and in this crucial Game 6, there's some second half work to be done for the Boston Celtics.
Offensively, they sputtered. They need to find these easy baskets. I'm telling you, get something going inside.
Yeah, it has been a perimeter-oriented game plan for sure. Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. Still alive, but that's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with...
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Paul George has been sensational.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And here are the Sixers now, following the bucket by Boston. Oubre passes to Maxey. Ooh, ripped away! Now the Celtics on the move. And Tatum finishing the fast break.
Tatum's got energy and stamina to last. You see it with how quick he consistently gets out on the break.
Embiid misses. Celtics trail by 4. On the wing, Tatum. And a minute played as the second half gets going. It's Brown on the wing. Second chance effort. Tatum with another miss.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
He gets it in there. George has got 12 points.
It seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
White, the pass to Tatum. George with a steal. They push it up 4 on 3. The 3 from Edgecombe. On target from range. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, quick thinking right there by Edgecombe. He needs to keep being decisive off the catch.
Brown, a screen on Maxey. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Brown. Outside Oubre. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics trail by 9. Now Tatum, 9 points in the game. Kick out to Brown. 4 on the clock. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3 from Edgecombe. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Brown. Ooh, Brown takes it to the D inside.
Agile and athletic. Brown is able to just overcome that interior defense.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Brown. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
After just 1 turnover in the first half, he just keeps giving it away here in the second. You cannot keep making these careless mistakes.
Outside Oubre. From downtown, drains the triple. And now it's a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Now here's White. Outside, Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. That free throw no good.
They're one of the most well-rounded players in the game. Embiid is also a top-notch trash talker, too. I mean, he knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Boston making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Celtics trail by 11. Here's White. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Back to White. Pass to Tatum. Now White. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Maxey. Here's Barlow. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around to the middle. Look at Embiid with the skilled finish.
Well, defensively, they just look lost in the second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
We've got 1:23 left in the third. Right side Grimes launches it. Boston pulls it in. On the wing, Hauser. George defending. Hauser passes to Brown. Shoots over Embiid. Brown gets the bucket. Brown's got 8.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
White against Maxey. Grimes, the pass to Barlow. Just 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop, and he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots. Now
here's Brown, covered by Grimes. Fades away. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Brown's got 8 points here in the quarter.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
And it's Maxey missing. To the inside.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
White for three. No good on the shot. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Really. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Walsh in at the 4.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pritchard against Edwards. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Watford the pass to Grimes. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Oh, a grown man move from Embiid.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
Celtics trail by 13. Outside Pritchard from deep three-point land. The long-distance three is buried.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Watford outside. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 4. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. It's Brown on the wing, covered by Grimes. Look at Brown, getting it done inside.
Well, he's put that first half behind him, and looks like his confidence is back.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Walker, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Watford. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Shireman. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. Trailing by 10. Pass to Pritchard. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Maxey. To the middle. Here's Walker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Paul George comes in for Edwards, and it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. Oubre, he's checked in for Walker. Oubre against Brown. Picked by Vucevic. From about 19, bullseye! Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
George outside, down low. Embiid passes to George. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. And the 76ers lead by 12. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic.
Philadelphia leading by 12. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. From deep, money from three.
You just have to get somebody out on Edgecombe. He's not a guy you want to leave open.
Vucevic, a screen on Maxey. Pritchard fires. Tatum outside. Clock at 6. Now Vucevic. Vucevic, a screen on Maxey. And that basket is good.
Assist from Nikola Vucevic.
Here's Edgecombe. Here's Maxey. Now Embiid. In for two. Beating the tenacious D.
There's the strength training coming into play for Maxey.
Some changes for Boston. Cadiz checked in for Vucevic, and it's Hauser in for Pritchard.
At the line for your Sixers, Tyrese Maxey. One shot.
That free throw's good for Maxey. Celtics trail by 16. 1:41 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jason Tatum. He's off from three.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Now Oubre. Here's Embiid. Nice! That one's good.
And what an effort to pull off Game 6. Things are looking rosy right now for the 76ers.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And, of course, it helped spark their own offense.
This series has already been such a nail-biter, and now they've managed to force a Game 7. You have to applaud the grit they showed out there tonight.
Yeah, they really proved they're in this to win it all. And now they've got a little bit of forward momentum on their side. Should be a very entertaining Game 7.
And what a huge performance it was for Paul George.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. He misses the free throw.
You know, the savvy Kyle Lowry brings to his game is really special. He's so good at exploiting your weaknesses and causing trouble for you on both ends.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Philadelphia. Boston also changing it up. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Garza, and Walsh is subbed in for Williams. Pritchard fires! Oh, another chance here for the Celtics. They swipe it. Now Lowry. Here's Shireman, covered by Grimes. Beyond the arc. Oh, it misses. And it's the Sixers with the ball. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lowry against Vucevic. And the jam by Drummond.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Oh, the emphatic rejection. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. They're able to force a... All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie...